On the one and twos. I'm your girl, Miss Nika, and I'm so happy to be out here on this afternoon seeing all you beautiful faces. It's so good to, well, one, to see you because we've been locked up for a couple of months. And two, just because you're beautiful, baby. That's all. I see my Kappa Alpha sides in the house representing. What you doing? Brooks Barbecue out here representing. Naomi, I see you, girl. Do your thing. Wonder Waffle is in the building. What the waffle? I was wondering what Wonder Waffle was, if it was as good as the bread. But what the waffle is out here? And the Soul Spot is represented today. So y'all give it up for all of our food vendors and vendors out here. And I see I got a lot of business owners. If you own a business, make some noise! Get your cards out. It's about this time for somebody to spend some money with you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pass your cards out. Apparently everybody's paying attention to the black community right now. So, you know, get your stuff up. Let's get our support. Anybody who would like to support us, we want them to with open arms. So get your stuff together so they can do something. Today we are going to talk to you about unity and Juneteenth and the importance of being in your community. So I want to welcome up to the mic my boy Ronnie.
Look here, East Side San Antonio. This is Juneteenth. We're gonna do a little better than that. So make some noise real quick. Come on now. Really? See, I'm sharing something with y'all now. We've been turning up for 4th of July for far too long now. We got Juneteenth now, so I need y'all to turn up real quick for Juneteenth, y'all. Come on, let me hear you. Okay, so I see y'all just trying to humor real quick. You see, we gotta realize what progress is. See, because progress, 400 years ago on this day, some of us would have been in the bottom of a ship somewhere being sailed over here to America. You know, that's 400 years ago. 200 years we would have been on some plantation somewhere doing some work that we did not want to do. On 1865, some of us were working here in Galveston, not even getting word that we were still free, still being hoodwinked into working. So here we are, 2020, on June 19th, and we are free, y'all. So I need y'all to make some noise like y'all understand what's been happening, like some progress has been made, y'all. That's what we call progress. Now we need to continue making progress, okay? Now, I talk about unity. That's the source. That's the foundation of the message that I talk about is unity, because we have been divided for far too long as a community. But I like to make it tangible for people. I like to make it relatable for you. So, do we got some fans of cake? Birthday, y'all eat birthday cake, right? Cake. Y'all know what cake is? Yes, bread, baked goods. Yellow cake. Yeah, watch the yellow cake. Hold on now. But we know what cake is. I just want you to look at cake in a way of what we can accomplish, okay? Now, cake is a great thing. You look at the end result, it tastes good, it's used for all different celebrations. When you look at cake, it's made up of what? It's made up of what? I don't know how to make cake. What's cake made up of? Eggs, right? Flour, some what? Sugar, milk, water, a whole bunch of different ingredients make up cake, right? But those ingredients by themselves only have so much value. You have eggs in it. Eggs by itself is okay. Sugar by itself is okay. But when you mix it all together and you unify it into something, it becomes something totally different. All right, I'm gonna let the emergency vehicle pass by here. So we grew up. We are raised in a society where we are, by default, we fall back into being isolated. We fall back into doing things on our own. We fall back into it's me against the world. Because the reality is, whenever we unify, whenever we unite with other people like us, then we can become something greater. So here's the thing. We as black people, the one thing that sets us apart from every other race on this planet is we have melanin in our skin, right? We have melanin in our skin. The purpose of melanin is to protect us, help us deal with the heat better. So here's a key thing when you're making cake. You take all those ingredients, they're individual on their own, but you mix them up and then they become a different thing. So when you expose it to heat, which we as black people in this country are going to deal with heat since we have gotten here. Every day we wake up, we walk out, we are going to deal with heat in this country as America. But we have melanin in our skin that prepares us to deal with this. It is not going to break us. We are prepared to deal with it. So the same way that we're prepared to deal with it, when you apply heat to those ingredients in cake that you have now unified, you get something great that comes out of that oven. You get cake. You get something that we can now celebrate, that we can enjoy. You get something that after every celebration, that is the token of what it's known for. After every popular thing, a promotion at work, a birthday, any celebration, they turn to cake at the end. So that is what we have the power to become as long as we can learn to unify and realize that anything that we go through, it is not going to break us. Okay, we are built. I have a message that I tell people that the heritage of black people, the one thing that we have done throughout time, no matter what we've gone through, we survive, we adapt, we survive, we endure it, and then we adapt to it, and then we thrive. No matter what you look through, slavery, racism, segregation, everything we go through, we survive it, we endure it, we adapt to it, and then we thrive. So we have to understand, we have so much more in us. We have so much in us, okay? So, the reality is the world that we live in, by default, they are trying to separate us. They want to keep us divided because they know the moment that we unify, that is when they're at risk, okay? Why else do you think it is? Think about any job that you come across, any good job. Out of 15 jobs, you're going to see, 2 black people, right? So are we competing with the 15 applicants, or are we competing with other black people for those 2 spots? We're competing with each other. No matter where, from the world, everything we go, we have to realize that we have been pit against each other. And the moment we see that, the moment we realize that my fellow man in my neighborhood who's doing good is not my enemy, but that's my brother, and we can stop being crabs in the barrel, we can start to unify and lift each other up, then that's when we are going to start to walk in the destiny that we're destined to become. Okay? So I ain't gonna preach too long. I just want to let y'all know we need to unify, okay? When you think about cake, think about those ingredients. They're individually, they're one thing. But when you unify all those ingredients in a cake bowl, then you apply that heat to it that we're gonna experience as black people, it comes out as something great. Alright? So that's my time. I'm Ronnie Wyman. If y'all want to look me up, I'm on social media, The Funny Fly Guy, because I'm a little bit funny sometimes, or funny looking, whatever you want to call it. And then also do speaking, I do mentoring to young men, whatever it is I can do, however I can help you better, then just let me know, okay? Also, something else I got on Facebook, it's called the Smile Card Experience. Y'all can look at that. I have a philosophy, I think smiling and laughter makes the world a better place. So I just try to find random people, take a picture when I'm smiling with a card, and then we're gonna pass it on, see how far that card goes all over the world. So I don't have any today, unfortunately. But look me up, follow that page on Facebook as well, all right?
Yeah. The COVID wipe. That's all right. We got to be safe. Better safe than sorry. All right, we have got a young gentleman here in the house tonight who represents 100 Black Men, which is one of those businesses or organizations that is so very important here in our community. We always talk about unity and people being there and doing our part, but you know, you black men, we need y'all. We need y'all, man. Our kids need y'all. So as to my women out here, I'm gonna ask my women, and and it's in a time of unity. I know we don't want any separation, but I'm just gonna speak to my African American women out here. I know it's hard, you know, because we be looking for our strong black men and our king and all those good things. I need us women to remember that we always need to uplift our black men, and we always need to be there for them. And I need my black men to remember that when your black women are trying to tell you, baby, I know you can get out there and get this job instead of that job, it's because we know and we see your greatness. We don't want to see our men just do enough. We know you can be this great. So as women that love y'all, we'll push y'all to do better and be better and represent better. So I just want y'all to know, sometimes we get miscommunication like, oh, the black women don't love us or the black men don't know. We love each other, but it's difficult for us to be out here and do what we do. So we need each other's support when we're out here doing what we do. So continue to live up the brothers, my sisters, and vice versa. Now look, I did all that talking. Right. It should be, it's in my name. Me and me are gonna be best friends after this, because y'all please give it up for this fantastic brother, Mr. Ivory Freeman.
Thank you, Nikki. All right. I tell you, it's a proud and a great day to be alive. Do you agree? Are you proud to be black? Are you proud to be alive? So again, my name is Ivory Freeman. I am proudly the president of the 100 Black Men of San Antonio. We are an organization that has been around San Antonio for over 20 years, providing mentorship for young men of color. And during that time period, we've had the opportunity to see some atrocities. We've seen these young African Americans, these young men of color, without the proper opportunity to excel. Our motto in our organization is what they see is what they will be. Let me say that again, is what they see is what they will be. So if they see that they can only be homeless, without a job, without a career, then that's what they will be. But we like to inspire them to take that next step, to finish school, to go on to college, to get into the workforce, to be productive, whether it's in the corporate world or it's in the military, however they do it. I had the opportunity last Saturday to go out and speak at the Pride March in the downtown and Saturday to see solidarity at the greatest opportunity that we could see. Before I came here today, I was up in Cibolo, a little small town, middle of nowhere, where the folks came together in solidarity and marched and set history in that little town up there. The things that we've got going on over the last 2 weeks are phenomenal. The movement that has started, and what I heard on the radio, the TLM, TML, this movement is lasting. It's forever. It doesn't stop today. And I can tell you from a personal standpoint, from when I was a young African American student in high school in Arkansas. And any of you that are from Arkansas, you understand that how it is here in San Antonio is nothing close to how it is in that area. And when I was in high school, I saw racial discrimination at its greatest. At that point, it was where I woke. And I realized that as an African American, as a black man, that I was not equal to anyone else around me and that I had to work harder. I was in a swimming pool with one of my best friends. He said, "Hey, let's go swimming." I said, "Let's do it." We were in there swimming around. We've been in there for a while. And all of a sudden he says, "Ivory," he's standing on the side of the pool. He looked down on me and he said, "Ivory, you got to get out of the pool." And I said, "Hey, they didn't blow the whistle. I'm good. Let's keep swimming." He said, "No, you've got to get out of the pool. We don't." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you're black." He said, "Because you're black, you got to get out of the pool. And we're leaving." And the beautiful part about that is he said, "We are leaving." Because when you have a friend, they stick through you from beginning to the end. Are you with me? You'd agree? Whether you're black or you're white, your friends are going to carry you to that next level. We have to unite to be friends, to stick together. We have to carry the weakest link forward so that we can all become stronger. The Juneteenth celebration, the independence that we have here, the way that we've become woken is something that we have to capitalize on. And today is where we start doing that. We've got gentlemen that are walking around doing voter registration. If you haven't participated in your entire life to this point in the election process, it is not too late. You gotta start now. And it doesn't mean just voting in November. It means starting early voter registration next week, 26th. Get to the polls and get the right people in the office that are going to do the right thing for the community. You've got to do your homework and understand who those people are. But you've got to get out and make your vote count. Lastly, you've got to also get out and do your census, because you have to be counted and those people around you need to be counted. So get out there and do your voting and get your vote counted. Again, the 100 Black Men of San Antonio, we're proud to be an icon that people can live up to. If you're ready to become a mentor to make a difference in a young man's life, come and see me. Let me know who you are. Let me get you connected to the process. If you're an African American woman and you want to get involved, our sister organization, the National Coalition of the 100 Black Women, is there right beside us to help you make a difference. There is a lot of actions that are being processed, but we need people to help action those processes. So don't sit on the side and say, I can't do anything. Now's the time to get involved. I thank you for the time. Stay motivated and stay awake.
All right, so he said something, and I'm about to backdoor him on that. He said, guys, make sure you register to vote and get in your census and make sure that you get your voice be heard. But I'm gonna take a second to take it just a step further. We need some folks out there, and I'm gonna put myself out there other than me, that is willing to get up and run for some offices and have a presence in our government and our council and beyond. Because at the end of the day, our voice matters. At the end of the day, I want to please express to you, don't listen to what anybody says when they say it's difficult, or oh my God, it's gonna be hard to get this done. Oh my God, it's only difficult when you don't put the work in. It's only difficult when you don't follow the procedure. Everything that can be done has a procedure to get it done. All we have to do is follow it. All we have to do is connect the resources. All we have to do is believe in ourselves enough to know that God already put everything we need right here, and we've already won. We always talk about we don't have what we don't have. We don't have gas stations. We don't have a grocery store. Well, why? Because we haven't taken the time to build them. So now we are taking the time. So every Saturday at 1 o'clock we meet. And why are we meeting? Because we're taking the time to build them. It's not that difficult, my friends. If everybody else in every other culture can do it, why can't we? We are the leaders in this bunch. Every time we take over something, we do what? Take it over. They get scared because, oh Lord, they done just took it. Because that's what we do. It's in our blood. It's in our DNA. That's what we do. We are intelligent. We are smart. We know how to move. We know how to maneuver. We know how to survive. And the only thing we're truly lacking is the unity and, let's be honest, the finances. So as soon as we get those two things together, they cannot stop us. So we've got to stop with the negative thinking. We got to stop with the thought process that is too difficult, that is too hard, that people can't do it. My old people, let me talk to you for a second. My seasoned folks out here, these young people are energized. They want change. Don't get mad at them for doing it their way. Support them. Get behind them. Teach them. Because every time you come negative, you're making them say, okay, well, I'm not good enough. And that's the exact opposite message that we're trying to give them. You uplift them, you help them, you give them the resources, you show them how. You show them what you already know. You don't get angry because they're motivated to do something that you haven't been motivated to do. This is a new day, and we've got to do different stuff.
Come on now.
I know we all love MLK and Malcolm X, but that's not the year we live in anymore. We need our allies. My white folks, my Hispanic folks out here, we need y'all. That's how we push this thing forward. We need our friends to stand tall like my man said, and don't leave us behind. Don't let no cop beat on us, and don't put on a camera, or don't call for help, or don't tell them to stop. This is what we need, the action, not the talk. Because my friends, I'm telling you, it's not that difficult. We sat up here for years, over 25 years, I don't know how long, that we've been in this city, and Juneteenth has not been recognized as a holiday. We have Fiesta that's recognized. We have all those things. People will tell you, well, that's too difficult. They don't make, nah, we don't need that. We don't know the people. They're not for us. Are they not? It took one young girl to stand up in front of the mayor and say, we don't have this. And then it took a group of us to say that we want this. And 6 days later, we got it. Juneteenth is a recognized holiday in San Antonio, just like Fiesta. So don't tell me what we can't do. Don't tell me what's going to take too long, because 6 days ain't a long time. We had to wait 400 years for one thing. We still waiting for a lot of stuff right now. Heck, I got to wait 20 minutes for some cinnamon rolls. It ain't a long time. So let's do the things that we need to do that we know takes us to the next level. Stop the excuses. There's no excuse. We come together. I don't care if you don't like each other. Work together. You both have talents. Make it happen for the bigger and betterment of the people. This is about the community. And anytime you got a problem with somebody, you look in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself this. Say this to yourself. Is it about the community, or is it about my ego? And if you can sit up there and say, you know, my ego is hurt, my feelings are hurt, I feel like something, then you're wrong. Ego ain't got no room with the Lord. Those two don't mix. God is about the people in the kingdom. The ego is yourself. So anytime you see that ego creeping in, you push it away. I ain't got time for you, ego. I get it. We sad, we broke, we mad, we hurt. But that's not the mission. That's not the purpose. The mission and the purpose takes us all. We must be together to make it happen. When I tell you ain't nothing but a thing, this young lady I'm about to bring to the mic sat up and said, man, we don't have a school that literally, I didn't say likes blacks and browns. I didn't say a school that just like accepts blacks and browns. I mean a school that's built on blacks and browns. I mean a school that when you put on your uniform, the girl got a fro, like a black or brown. I mean a class that when you say English, math, black history, as my class that I have to go to. I mean a school that is built to energize, to uplift the people that have the hardest time out there. A school with teachers that 90% of them are black and brown. And they're not just the teachers that we could scrounge up. No, they're my PhDs, my doctorates, my teachers, my professors. That said, I don't want to take the time, I don't want to go to that university, I want to go to this school to teach some 6th, 7th, and 8th graders their pride. That's what we're talking about. And if this one single female, this one single black African American female can sit there and say, I could do this. And 2 years later, from the time of I know I can, from 2 years to that, have over 100 kids enrolled. Black community, don't tell me we can't get stuff done. Please put it up, give it up for my girl from SA Prep.
So I just want to talk to all the parents. If you have a 4th, 5th, or 6th grader, I'm going to backtrack before I talk about the school a little bit and talk about entrepreneurs and leadership and building businesses. And so she's right. It started with a thought that I think I can do this. But to be honest with y'all, I didn't think I could do it. So it wasn't like I believed in myself. It took about 10 people to tell me that I could do it before I said yes. So I was approached with the opportunity to start the school, and I said no 6 times. I said, no, I can't do this. No, I'm not fit. No, I don't have the educational background. No, 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 no. And it took 10 other people like you, just normal, average people who cared about me and loved me enough to say that stop saying that about yourself and go do it. So all the things that these people are saying, they're true. They are so true. Don't think about the big picture. Think about the next step. Think about eating an elephant. When you see an elephant and I tell you to eat the elephant, if you look at the entire elephant, you'll never take a bite. But if you just take one bite and then just keep taking bites, before you know it, the elephant is gone. That's the same thing with a business. That's the same thing with a gas station, a grocery store, a school. It doesn't matter what it is. Take the first step. So that's what I did. So San Antonio Prep, some of my team is walking around with their shirts on. They've probably been approached by you already. My hype team is my brown and black team. team. It's a team made of brown and black teachers and staff. Our school was designed for brown and black students. Now, we are a public school, so we're a charter school, which means that we are authorized by the state of Texas to operate a school, which means that any child, no matter what color, what race they are, can come to our school. But I am very, very clear that our school is designed for brown and black students, which means that we have African American studies and history as a core component of our school, as well as Chicano studies as a core component of our school. The other piece that's really important to us is relationships. We are a community school. I don't know if any of you follow us on Facebook, but I think we give out more food than the San Antonio Food Bank, y'all. We figure out where to find the food at. We're giving food to our community. We got masks, we got gloves, we got hand sanitizer, whatever we can find to get our hands on, we are giving it to our community, and everything is free. Everything on our campus is free. Our apparel is free. It's not called a uniform because we don't dress up to put on uniforms like the other schools do to go to school. Like Nika was saying, our kids get to wear shirts that we've designed. Some of the women on their shirts have big afros. Some of the shirts are just our logo shirts. They're designed for our kids to be able to express themselves. The other piece is that we, as far as being a community school and our teacher model, we have 2 teachers in every middle school classroom. So I said that we were 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. There is no other school in the state of Texas that has 2 teachers in every middle school classroom. So in a traditional middle school, your kid travels from teacher to teacher to teacher to teacher to teacher to teacher. And if you're the parent, how many parent-teacher conferences do you have to schedule? 7. How many do you have to schedule at essay prep? 1. So that is the difference between their school and our school. And not only that, our kids that are black and brown see who? They see themselves in the staff. They see themselves in their teachers. And so the teachers can relate firsthand on what's happening with our children. And then the big overarching thing that happens on our campus is trauma-informed restorative practices on our campus, because what is most important is the physiological needs of our children. Are you fed? Are you loved? Are you clothed? Are you taken care of? Does someone love you? Before I teach you what 2 + 2 is. That comes first. And that is the core component and the most important thing to us as educators. And so that's what makes us different from other schools. Yes, we want our kids to be in school. Yes, we want them to learn. Yes, we want them to go to college. But if they're hungry, if they need something, if you need something as a parent, then we are not doing our jobs if we're not taking care of you too. So that's a little bit about essay prep. If you want to ask more questions, our table's over here. My staff has the maroon shirts on. They know everything about the school. They can answer any questions that you have. Thank y'all.
Thank you, baby. Stephanie. That's my girl. I'm so proud of her. All right, so we're going to get back to music. We're going to get back to eating. We're going to do all that good stuff. I just do want to remind y'all that each and every one of y'all are powerful in a way, okay? You all have a talent that God has given you that can knock the socks off of anybody when you're living in your purpose, okay? And so the purpose is for all of us to take our talents and put them together to make the magic. So please, go home, figure out what your talent is, figure out what your God-given purpose is that you have to give back to the community, and give it. Give it without just give it, because at the end of the day, that's what our uplifting is going to be about. When it comes to small businesses and businesses in our community, we sit in District 2 right now. I need you guys to support the business. Go buy drinks, go buy pizza from Tanks, go to the gas stations, because that's what's going to keep our stuff open. Yeah, there's loans going out that nobody can get to. There's things, small business things that are happening that go for some folks but don't go for others. What's really going to keep our businesses open is us going to them and patronizing them at the end of the day. Spend your money with the small businesses, with your friends that are doing things. All right? You all have a platform. I know everybody has social media. They've got a page. Use your page to influence the people that listen to you. I don't care if it's 20 people or 20,000. Use your platform to influence people for positive change. You never know who you can get to. You might think ain't nobody looking, and then one day you see somebody and they're like, girl, we watching you. Man, I see what you doing. And you like, dang, I was posting while I was in the bathroom. I wasn't even. They're watching. They are reading, they are paying attention. My young folks might be looking like he ain't paying, but he's listening. Keep talking. Keep being there for each other. Love on each other, support each other. Guys, if you really want to know the answer to all of our problems, I can give it to you. There's one answer to every last problem that we have in this world. It's gonna sound real cheesy. Are you ready for it? It's called love. Love is the answer to every last problem that we have in this world. Because when you love somebody, what happens? When I love you, I want to take care of you. When I love you, I want you fed. When I love you, I want to make sure you have on the right clothes. When I love you, I want to make sure your shoes don't hurt your feet, that you're not getting any blisters, because I love you. When I love you, I want to educate you so you're smart. When I love you, I want to guide you to the next place, because I don't want you to get hurt. When I love you, everything else falls into place. The color fades away, the money don't matter. When I love you, it becomes genuine. So love will fix every issue, every hatred, every unity problem, every financial problem that we really have. The only problem is people see love differently. The definition of love is different to different people. The love I'm talking about is God's love. It's called agape love. It's love above any love. It's love above judging. It's love above saying, I'm better than you, or it's love above where'd you come from. It's love above what color are you. Agape love is pure love. God's love. And with that love, every problem that we have in this universe, in this society, will go away. But we have to learn to be God-like. Forgive, understand, be empathetic, teach, and guide, because that's what he does for us. Guys, we can do this. We have everything we need. I love y'all so very much, and I'm here for you. My name is Nika Cleaver, okay? If you find me and I can help, it's exactly what I'm gonna do. Y'all help each other, love on each other. We can get this. Juneteenth, official holiday in San Antonio. Y'all give it up for B. Michelle, the DJ, her team, the vendors. B. Michelle, where you at? Come on out here, wherever you at. The bar owner, this is a black-owned bar. Okay, bar owner, come and give it up, and make sure that y'all come and patronize Edmund's spot. Tell people about it. He's open every day of the week. If you get a vendor, a food vendor out here, small business, support. All right, y'all give it up for B. Michelle!
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. So I'm going to be brief and be gone. Thank you guys for coming out. This really started off of a conversation, literally. We are official. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this block party / rally actually literally started off a conversation with my good friend Tomas, and it was not intended to turn out to this, but we are happy that it did. We were just trying to get some people together, support the East Bar, and you guys definitely showed up and showed out. So we really appreciate you guys, and I want to say, actually, shout out to all of my sponsors. I am going to come back and name every one of them because there's so many that I can't name them all. But we do have some that here's Zakar Buckner with Buckner Realty. So if you're looking to buy a house, Nicole Johns with Tax Max. She does tax preparation. I think she's here. Kappa Alpha Psi. Thank you for the voter registration. Iota Phi Theta. They were here somewhere. Part of the D9. Thank you for being a sponsor. I'm not sure who else is here, but we had a great response from the small business community. So please support black-owned business at all costs. Don't just wait till Juneteenth or wait till it's a particular day or time. Support black-owned business. But I always say too, we also have to give you guys something to support. So it's on us to provide good service, a good product, and to be nice to you. Okay? So trust me. I'm feeling both sides. I always tell my clients, I'm a brand coach and I own a branding agency, so I work with a lot of small businesses. You have to give people a reason to spend their money with you. And you can't be rude to them, ignore them, or give a half product and expect people, black people, we don't support each other just because we black. We don't. But we are the most brand loyal people on this earth. But we're just not that loyal to each other sometimes. So it works both ways in that unity. So be sure to support all of our vendors out there. Brooks Barbecue, one of my clients, looking good out there. What the Waffle, the Soul Spot, SA Prep, thank you guys for coming through. I think we have the Carvers out there. another charter school. Naomi's out there with her jewelry, so be sure to support. Also, if you want one of these t-shirts, stop by our check-in and put your name and number down, and I'll give you a call if you want to order one. But thank you guys so much, and let's get the party going. DJ, turn up. Oh, by the way, also, one more thing. So there's this new app called Is the City. Be sure to download it. It's on Apple and Android. We do free lunch every Friday. We didn't do it this Friday because we had all of this happening. Is the City. Download the app. Play. Go to the deals tab. We do free lunch. I'm not sure who we're going to have next week, but make sure you download the app. Is the City. Set up your free account, and we put a lot of deals in the deals tab, but we do free lunch Friday every Friday. So don't forget to download the app. And if you download it before you go, they might give you some free stuff. All right, DJ, go ahead. Shout out to Ms. Nika.
Let me hear you, East Side. Let me hear you.